Hello, welcome to my video. Let's talk about Scream 7 popcorn buckets. Specifically, let's talk about those annoying resellers that buy a bunch of the limited edition popcorn buckets and merchandise from theaters only to turn around and resell them for 3 to 4 times higher than the original price. They know that us fans want memorabilia to remember the release of Scream 7, so these hyenas capitalize on our excitement. So let's start with Cinemark. They actually already released their Scream 7 popcorn bucket and related merchandise, and obviously it's all sold out in theaters as of the making of this video. But don't worry, I'll give you ideas on how you can get the Cinemark popcorn bucket at face value. But first, let's see what they're offering. Obviously, the most coveted item from Cinemark is this Scream 7 Ghostface Bust popcorn bucket. I think it's awesome, and I would love to have one of these for my Scream display and collection. And I do love that they did the full bust, and the blood is such a nice touch. So the question is, how do we get one if they're already sold out? Well, we have two options. Option 1. A few people have posted online that they called their local Cinemark, and some people were told that they will be selling more of these buckets in the theater when the movie premieres on Thursday. I called my local theater and they couldn't confirm if they would or not. So what I recommend is that you call your local Cinemark so you can get more specific information. Now, if your local theater does sell more this coming Thursday, then you better plan on a Hunger Games situation. And then you have option 2 to get one of these buckets. You can actually pre-order one on Cinemark's website at regular face value price plus shipping. And obviously that's better than paying the crazy reseller prices that I'll show you shortly. Here are the pre-order details. Regular price is $32.95, that's US dollars, plus shipping and taxes. So the grand total came to $53.35. Now it may be different for everyone depending on where you live. And as you'll see shortly, that's still cheaper than the crazy reseller prices. But let me go ahead and make a very important point that will make this a little tricky, and make sure you pay attention to this. The pre-sale ends on February 25th. In other words, it ends this coming Wednesday, the day before the movie premieres. It is a very limited time pre-order window. So here's the question. Do you not pre-order hoping that your local Cinemark might have more in stock for the premiere on Thursday and you'll just buy one then since you won't have to pay shipping? Or is it too risky to not pre-order since so many people want these buckets, and then you have resellers that will be all over them like vultures if Cinemark does release more buckets in theaters on Thursday? Meaning there is a chance you may not get one in theaters on Thursday, and by then the pre-order window on the Cinemark website will have closed. So you'll be out of luck. So again, the question is pre-ordering one today at regular price plus shipping the safer option because you're guaranteed to get one? One other important point to consider is that if you pre-order one of these off the Cinemark website, they will not ship until June 2026. Another Scream 7 item from Cinemark is the Scream 7 Gripper Cup. Unfortunately, this item is also sold out and it's not available for pre-order. However, it does have a notify me when available button. So if this is something you want, yes, I'm saying there's a chance. But again, there's always a chance that Cinemark is sitting on a bunch of Scream 7 merch and it will not become available until the movie premieres. Because let's be real, how weird will it be for Scream 7 to premiere without any merch available in theaters? Also from Cinemark, we have the Scream 7 XL Talking Topper. And just like the Gripper Cup, it is sold out and only has a notify me when available button on the Cinemark website. And finally from Cinemark is this Scream 7 Ghostface Popcorn Tin. This one is not on their website, so keep an eye out for it in theaters. So the question is, how much are the resellers? How much are these hyenas reselling the Cinemark Ghostface Popcorn Bucket for? Here's one listing, $84.99. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed, but how kind of them. They're giving you free shipping. Remember, this bucket is $32.95 plus tax if you can find one in a theater, or approximately $50 if you pre-order it from Cinemark. So yeah, you can absolutely get it for less than what this reseller is charging. But guess what? This same reseller apparently scooped up many of these popcorn buckets along with the other items. How in the world did they get so many of them? They're selling some of them for as high as $89.99 and others for the bargain price of $68.99. Or if you want every single item that Cinemark is selling, you can get the entire bundle for $218.99. Now, if you were to get the entire bundle from Cinemark directly at a theater, it would come closer to $80. Also, let me point out, this is just one reseller. There are many others out there that I saw, but we don't have time to look at every single one of them. Now, let's move on to AMC. They have this incredible popcorn bucket called Let Me In. I consider this one a perfect 10 out of 10. And here's the good news. This one has not gone on sale yet, according to AMC. On their website, they state that it will go on sale starting this coming Thursday, February 26th, when the movie premieres. And then on the bottom left corner, AMC included the following language: additional fees for online orders. So yes, it will also be available for online purchase. But again, the good news is that this one has not gone on sale yet. But in a way, that is also kind of bad news, because that means that this Thursday, the 26th, all eyes will be on this AMC collectible. And I'm talking about us fans, we're going to be looking for it. But also the hyena resellers are going to be looking for it. So if you thought the Cinemark Bucket situation was the Hunger Games, the AMC Bucket situation will be the Hunger Games on steroids. And I wish all of us real fans the best of luck in getting one. On top of this awesome popcorn bucket, AMC will also be selling other Scream 7 merch, also going on sale February 26th. They will also be selling a gripper cup as well as a Ghostface cup with topper. Finally, they have this other Ghostface popcorn bucket. As for the resellers, you guessed it, they're already reselling an item that's not even officially available yet. Here is one for $125 plus $10 shipping. Then this other one is selling it for $100 plus $10 shipping. And here are two other listings for just under $100 each. Ridiculous. And finally, let's check out Regal. So here is their official Ghostface popcorn bucket, and let's be real. Most people don't buy these to actually eat popcorn out of them. They buy them to display them. This one is awesome. I love it. I want one. It even has a light shining over Ghostface, so it's a perfect display piece. And that reminds me of Scream 6. People are reporting that Regal is selling it for $44.89 plus tax. And the crazy thing about this one is that Regal had not posted an official release date, but out of nowhere, they released the merch in theaters this weekend. And you guessed it, it's all sold out already. They actually told me that all of their Scream 7 merch sold out within 2 hours. However, they did tell me that they held back 20 buckets in the back room, and those 20 will not be available for purchase until Thursday when the movie premieres. And let's be real, only 20 Regal Ghostface buckets will be available at my specific location when Scream 7 premieres. Yeah, those are going to be gone in minutes. Regal will also offer the Scream 7 collectible combo. It includes 1 popcorn tin, 2 Ghostface cups, and 2 Ghostface toppers. And people are reporting that this bundle is being sold for $29.99 plus tax, and the items in the bundle are not sold separately. You can also get the Scream 7 Ghost Pepper popcorn, and this looks good. Finally, they have these cool drinks called Scream 7 Ghostface Spirits. But yeah, the hyenas are already selling the Ghostface display case popcorn bucket. Check this one out. They're selling it for $109.99. But don't worry, you have other options. If you're feeling generous, you can buy this one for only $158.99. But don't feel like you're getting ripped off though, because this reseller is giving you free shipping. How nice of them. They're basically the Mr. Rogers of resellers. So the question is, how can this reseller problem be solved? Well, let me start by saying that as annoying as these resellers are, what they're doing is legal. Whether we like it or not, it's legal. So I don't think there's a perfect solution for this problem. However, there are definitely things that movie theaters can do to ensure that more real fans are the ones actually getting their hands on these collectibles. In other words, they can add more pain points to the world of resellers to make it harder for them to buy so many items. We need to reach out to our local theaters and voice our thoughts on the issue. There is a chance they will not care, but there's also a chance that they will take steps to do something. Maybe we're not going to get corporate Cinemark, Regal, or AMC to do something about it on a corporate wide-scale level, but maybe the manager of our local theater will do something for their specific theater. For example, there's a theater in the United Kingdom called Majestic Cinema. They are taking steps to make sure resellers don't buy 30 buckets. On Facebook, they posted the following information on Scream 7 popcorn buckets and memorabilia. Merchandise will be on sale at the kiosk from 1900 hours, 26 February 2026. You must have a ticket to see Scream 7 at the Majestic Cinema to purchase our merch. We can only allow one Ghostface head popcorn bucket per person. This rule also applies to the Ghostface head drink cup. And although this is not a perfect solution since there's no such thing as perfection when dealing with this issue, it's good to see a movie theater at least try. And I love that each person can only get one and you must have a ticket to actually watch the movie at that specific theater. In other words, resellers that randomly walk in and try to buy 10 buckets will be turned away. So for any of us that choose to write an email to our favorite movie theater chain, we can give them examples such as this one to let them know that they should at least implement certain rules that will make it a little harder for resellers to buy 20 buckets at a time. And yeah, it may be too late for Scream 7 merchandise because what's done is done, but maybe we can influence our local theater to make changes for the next time a big movie with highly coveted merch is released. Another idea for a solution would be a special popcorn bucket pre-order that includes a voucher for the movie. So before they actually start making the popcorn buckets, why not do a special pre-order that will guarantee that you will get a bucket if you want one? So then when the movie is released, you can show up to the theater, show your ID, they will give you your popcorn bucket that you pre-ordered. The theater still makes money from the sale of the bucket, and us, the fans, we win because the Hunger Games are over. You can show up to the movie peacefully knowing you will just show your ID when you get to the theater and they'll give you your popcorn bucket. And they can also make extra buckets for display on the shelves for anyone that was not aware of the pre-order option, so that way when they show up to the theater, they can just buy one off the shelf. And obviously there's holes with this solution because again, there's no such thing as a perfect solution. So the realistic thing is not trying to find perfection, but find something that adds more pain points to the world of resellers to make it harder for them to buy 50 at a time. But let's be real, I think most movie theater executives really don't care about the reseller problem. As long as the buckets sell out in theaters, they made their money. They don't care if 30 different fans bought one bucket each, or if one person bought 30 buckets, because it's the same amount of money for their bottom line. So they don't care. They don't have any incentives to change things up to benefit the fans. So my argument to that, to these executives, if it's true that they really don't care, is this. Many reports state that movie theater attendance has been going down. So I think it would be smart of them to at least make it where only people with an actual ticket can buy a popcorn bucket. And they can only buy one per person. That will reward and encourage movie theater attendance versus a random person wearing a trench coat walking in, buying 15 buckets and walking out. Because that person is not going to buy concessions. That person is not going to watch the movie right there. So do you make more money off that one person buying 15 buckets and walking out? Or do you make more money from providing a good, memorable experience to actual moviegoers? Who should you be catering to? I think the answer is obvious. Because again, the buckets are going to sell out either way. So why not make it where you have to buy a movie ticket to watch the movie at their specific location first, and then you can buy a bucket if you want to. But again, it's too late for Scream 7. The Scream 7 Hunger Games are well underway, with AMC's Bucket still up for grabs. What's going to happen? Who will get one of those buckets? I hope all of us real fans that want these buckets get them. So good luck to all of us. And Scream 7 is just a few days away. It's such an exciting time for us Scream fans. In my opinion, Scream is one of the most consistent, if not the most consistent horror franchise. So the odds of Scream 7 being good are very high. I mean, come on, the one and only Neve Campbell, Sidney Prescott is back. Of course, Courtney Cox, Gail Weathers is in the house. Plus, we all know about the Matthew Lillard Stu conversations going around all over the place. So yes, it is such a fun time to be a Scream fan right now. But for now, get ready because Ghostface is back.